Salem has seen its betrayal and jaw-dropping twists over the decades, but the latest development has fans reeling and asking 1,000 questions. In a stunning turn of events, EJ DiMera has been shot in cold blood, collapsing to the floor of the DiMera mansion, gasping for breath with a bullet wound in his chest. The sight was chilling. EJ, once so confident and calculating, left helpless and vulnerable. But the drama doesn't stop there. In a development that has left both fans and residents of Salem in shock, Ava Vitali has abruptly vanished the very same day EJ was gunned down. The timing couldn't be more suspicious. It's Ava's final day in Salem, and her departure couldn't be more explosive, literally and figuratively. Longtime viewers know that Ava is no stranger to scandal, chaos, or running away when the heat gets turned up. Her fiery temperament, complex loyalties, and dangerous past have made her both a beloved anti-heroine and a woman to fear. But her sudden disappearance following EJ's shooting has left many wondering, did she pull the trigger? Tamara Braun's emotional exit behind the scenes. It's been confirmed that actress Tamara Braun wrapped up filming in July 2024. The show's long taping schedule has stretched her final episodes into April, but the clock has finally struck midnight on Ava's time in Salem for now. Her exit was kept under wraps until the shocking scenes aired, adding even more suspense and emotion to her character's departure. Viewers who have followed Ava's journey through love, loss, and war with the DiMeras and Bradys were heartbroken and left craving answers. Ava had just ended things with Brady Black in a dramatic breakup, seemingly closing a romantic chapter that many hoped would bloom again. Her goodbye to Brady was cold and sudden. Not long after, she vanished. Did she flee because of heartbreak, or because of something far darker? Did Ava pull the trigger? Or is she being set up? The circumstances around EJ's shooting are murky at best. There's speculation that Ava may have threatened EJ during a private confrontation, possibly about Brady or something much deeper. After all, their past is littered with manipulation and vendettas. But with Ava now missing, some believe she fled to avoid prosecution, leaving her presumed guilt hanging heavily in the air. Others aren't so sure. Kristen DiMera has been suspiciously quiet, and when Kristen is silent, danger is never far behind. Could Kristen have orchestrated a plot to eliminate EJ and pin it on Ava? She has plenty of motives: power, revenge, control, and we know she never hesitates to pull strings from behind the scenes. There's also the possibility that Ava was forced out, taken, or threatened into leaving Salem so she wouldn't interfere with someone else's plan. Whether by choice or by force, her departure is far from ordinary. The town reacts. Suspicion, shock, and grief as EJ clings to life. Salem reels from the shock of the attack. Chanel Dupree, deeply in love with Johnny DiMera, is beside herself with worry. The news has rattled her to the core, especially with Johnny potentially caught in the crossfire, either emotionally or physically. The timing of her distress could suggest she knew something was brewing even before the shooting. Meanwhile, Kate Roberts brings urgent news to Roman Brady. Viewers speculate this could be about Ava's disappearance. Despite their complicated history, Kate and Ava shared a mutual respect in their later years, and Kate is not one to sit idly by when someone she cares about disappears under suspicious circumstances. Roman, ever the lawman, will undoubtedly want answers, and fast. Chad DiMera, already reeling from past losses, is devastated to discover his brother lying in a pool of blood. He's not alone in his grief. Kat Green, a new face in Salem who's been slowly earning trust, is there to comfort him. The emotional weight of the scene is undeniable. Chad's horror and heartbreak are palpable as he finds his brother clinging to life in the very room where the DiMeras have plotted, argued, and lived for generations. Could this be the end for EJ? EJ's condition remains critical, and the hospital scenes are expected to bring even more emotional turmoil. Salem University Hospital has seen its fair share of near-death experiences, miraculous recoveries, and tragic losses, and right now EJ's fate hangs in the balance. If EJ survives, his testimony could be key to uncovering the truth. But if he doesn't make it, Salem may never know what really happened in that room, and Ava's name could be tarnished forever. A farewell, or just a pause? As fans say goodbye, at least for now, to Ava, the door remains open for her return. Tamara Braun has come and gone from Salem before, always leaving a lasting impression. Many fans hope she'll find her way back, perhaps after the mystery unravels and the real culprit is unmasked. Could Ava return one day, stronger than ever, to clear her name? Could she even team up with her former enemies to take down whoever truly pulled the trigger? Or, in a twist only Days of Our Lives could deliver, could Ava be the one who saved EJ only to be blamed because she ran from something or someone else? The questions loom large. The emotions are raw. And as the mystery deepens, one thing is certain: Salem will never be the same. With Ava gone, EJ clinging to life, and suspicion spreading like wildfire, fans are on the edge of their seats. Whether this is the beginning of Ava's redemption arc, a shocking betrayal, or a tragic misunderstanding, Days of Our Lives proves once again that in Salem, no one is ever truly innocent and no one ever truly leaves for good. Ava Vitali, prime suspect in EJ DiMera's shooting and the mystery of her disappearance in the ever-twisting narrative of Salem, few events have sent shockwaves through the community like the recent shooting of EJ DiMera. As EJ lies in critical condition, suspicion swirls around Ava Vitali, whose abrupt departure from Salem coincides suspiciously with the incident. This article delves into the plausibility of Ava as the shooter and explores potential hideouts, notably the possibility of her seeking refuge in Hong Kong with her son, Trip Johnson. Ava's motive and opportunity. Ava Vitali's tumultuous history with EJ DiMera is well documented. Their interactions have often been marked by manipulation and power struggles. Recent tensions escalated when Ava discovered EJ's involvement, or lack thereof, during her kidnapping ordeal orchestrated by Rachel Blake. Feeling betrayed and vulnerable, Ava's resentment towards EJ intensified. This emotional turmoil provides a conceivable motive for Ava to confront EJ, potentially leading to the shooting. Moreover, Ava's decision to end her relationship with Brady Black adds another layer to her psychological state. The breakup, influenced by the complex dynamics involving Brady's daughter, Rachel Black, left Ava isolated and perhaps desperate. Such emotional distress could drive someone to drastic actions, especially if they perceive themselves as cornered or wronged. The disappearance act, fleeing the scene coinciding with EJ's shooting, Ava's sudden disappearance raises eyebrows. If she were indeed the perpetrator, fleeing Salem would be a logical move to evade law enforcement. Historically, Ava has exhibited a pattern of fleeing when situations become precarious, further fueling speculations about her involvement. Seeking refuge, is Hong Kong the destination? One plausible hideout for Ava is Hong Kong, where her son, Trip Johnson, resides with his fiancée, Wendy Shin. The mother-son relationship, though strained at times, has seen moments of reconciliation. Ava might view Hong Kong as a sanctuary, believing that reuniting with Trip could offer her both emotional support and a place to lay low. However, this theory encounters obstacles. Recent developments suggest that Ava's alleged presence in Hong Kong was fabricated. Brady Black received text messages from Ava's phone claiming she had landed in Hong Kong, messages later revealed to be sent by Rachel Black in collaboration with the woman in white. This deception aimed to mislead Brady about Ava's whereabouts, indicating that Ava might not have traveled to Hong Kong after all. Alternative hideouts beyond Hong Kong. If not Hong Kong, where else could Ava have fled? Considering her connections and past escapades, several possibilities emerge. Europe. Ava has previously sought refuge in European countries, utilizing underworld connections to remain undetected. South America, the continent's vastness and regions with lax extradition laws make it an attractive hideout for fugitives. Remote parts of the U.S., Ava might opt to stay within the country, assuming a new identity in a secluded town where her notoriety hasn't reached. The investigation intensifies. Salem's law enforcement is undoubtedly under pressure to solve the case. While Ava remains a prime suspect due to her sudden disappearance and potential motive, other suspects cannot be ruled out. The DiMera family has a long list of adversaries, and internal family conflicts often turn deadly. Furthermore, the deceptive tactics employed by Rachel Black and the woman in white complicate the investigation. Their involvement in fabricating Ava's travel to Hong Kong indicates a deeper conspiracy that authorities must unravel. The shooting of EJ DiMera has plunged Salem into a maelstrom of suspicion and intrigue. Ava Vitali's coinciding disappearance positions her at the center of this mystery. While her potential motive and history suggest involvement, the fabricated messages and her unknown whereabouts add layers of complexity. Whether Ava is guilty or another pawn in a larger scheme remains to be seen. As the investigation unfolds, Salem's residents remain on edge, awaiting answers in this gripping saga.